Hey Josh, we're back.
Hey Jim, how's it going today?
It's going well. It's going well. I'm going to talk to you about a topic that you're very familiar with, and that's the importance of having a pre-approved mortgage, being pre-approved before you go into the home buying process. So,
Absolutely.
would you consider the Houston market to be a competitive housing market?
Absolutely, yeah. It's actually fairly competitive right now. We're,
Okay.
we're having
Yeah.
some trouble with a few clients. It's a great market. It's a very robust market. You have all different types of homes. It's a great place to be buying a home and selling a home.
Okay. So, insert two people then into the process right now. One's pre-approved and one isn't. Can you use that as an example of why it's important to be pre-approved?
Well, let me start off by saying thanks for having me again. Having a pre-approval is really a game changer in the process. It shows sellers you're a serious buyer, allows you to narrow your search to homes you can actually afford. Plus, having a pre-approval can make the closing process much smoother since a lot of financial verification is done up front.
Okay.
Um, Also, when you're in the process of buying a house, if you don't have a pre-approval letter, it's very unlikely your offer is going to get entertained. So it's
Okay. And
definitely a very, very important part of buying a house.
how long? Okay, let's say I come to you today. I'm looking in the Houston market. I'm just getting started. I find out about being pre-approved. What do I have to do?
The process is pretty straightforward. When you're looking at it, we look at things like your credit score, your income, your assets, and from there we determine how much you're eligible to borrow.
Okay.
There's a bunch of documentation we got to get together, but that's the easy part. We deal with you and your CPA, and we move forward from there.
Yeah,
Typically, getting a pre-approval can take a few days to a week, but that's only because it takes a little bit of time to get the documentation together,
I
and we don't
see.
do credit runs until we have all of the paperwork in order, right?
Okay.
We try to make the process as seamless as possible for our clients,
Yeah,
but in the fastest possible way, we could likely get a pre-approval, and ours aren't just a pre-approval. It's a conditional loan approval attached within 48 hours.
wow. That's
Yeah.
fast. I was thinking
Yeah.
like 3 weeks.
No, 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 no. We can get the conditional loan approval within 48 hours. You have a property that you're looking at, we can designate the property after. But our goal is to make sure that we know what you can qualify for before you go shopping for a home.
I see. What's
Yeah.
like a popular number in Houston? I was reading that somebody was saying like 300,000 you can get something really, really nice. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we got homes right now that we're doing in the $200,000 range. But I mean, if you get to 300,000, it's a great house. You get to 400,000, it's a house with a pool. Get to 500,000, you're looking in just amazing neighborhoods. There's a lot of value for the home that you buy in Texas as a whole.
Yeah, yeah. Is it still true to buy the worst house in the best neighborhood and fix it up? Is that still a thing?
It's definitely a thing. There's always as a real estate investor myself, you always look for the value proposition.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I did with my personal home, but to each their own. I can understand why people would like to move into a brand new house as
y-
opposed to an older house and do a little bit of work to it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that too. I see it a lot. My
It's a
other
little tough
half
when
is
your
a,
toilet backs up, every or so until you
yeah.
change it.
Uh, Also, if you have a family, you don't want to. I mean, I can see buying a $200,000 house, putting $100,000 into it, and turning it into a $500,000 house within a few years. But if you have children and you want to just be in a place and just live your life, then that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean,
We even have some pretty amazing programs for that if you want to do that. So we can do up to 95% of your total cost. So
yeah,
if you were to buy
yeah,
a house 200,000 and needed $100,000 worth of work, you get a loan for 95% on that $300,000.
I see. So when a
Yeah.
couple comes in, let's say sits down with you, then you would go over all of the options that they have, or would you just focus on what they're asking you?
The most important thing is to find out exactly what they're looking for. If they're
Yeah.
looking for that kind of project, a house that's a project so they can see value, because if you get $200,000 house and you put $100,000 into it, it's worth 400,000.
Yeah.
Generally a rule of thumb as a real estate investor or flipper. That's what you're looking for, and that's usually where the value lies. On the other hand, if you're looking to just jump into a house that's already pre-done, it's a different type of request. So we go ahead and look at all of the options that are available, and we make a decision together based on your needs.
Yeah.
That's really the most important piece to this.
Honestly, for the average person, is now the time to pull the house and buy a trigger, let's say in the Houston market?
You ever heard the saying, there's no time like the present?
Yeah,
When it comes to buying a house, there is no time like the present.
yeah,
We do not see downturns like we saw in 2000, 2008.
yeah,
It just doesn't really happen. So the idea that we're going to see this insane downturn and the price of homes are going to come down, I just don't. In all my experience and all the cycles that I've been through, my family's been through, I haven't seen it. I
yeah,
haven't seen it. I don't see it. You cannot lose money buying a house.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Josh, thanks for the info.
absolutely. It's always a pleasure being here. If you get a chance, guys, please check us out on our website, fnfloan.com. You got any questions and you want to set up a free consult, give me a call, 832-955-9255.
Great. Great info,
All right.
Josh. I'll see you in the next one.
Talk to you soon.
All right.